Krishna. So we will be further describing the purport of Śrīla Prabhupada on this text number 62 and 63, which explains the 8 process of fall down. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा संगस्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति sammohaḥ sammohaḥ smṛti-vibhramaḥ smṛti-bhraṁśād buddhi-nāśo buddhi-nāśāt praṇaśyati. So, one who is not Krishna conscious is subjected to material desires while contemplating the objects of the senses. That is the first step. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. The senses require real engagements, and if they are not engaged in transcendental service, the loving service of the Lord, then they will certainly seek engagements in the service of materialism. In the material world, everyone, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, what to speak of other demigods in the heavenly planets, all are subjected to the influence of the sense objects. And the only method to get out of this puzzle of material existence is to become Krishna conscious. Lord Shiva, take an example of Lord Shiva, who was in deep meditation, but when Parvati agitated him for sense pleasure, he agreed to the proposal, and the result, Kartikeya was born. When Haridas Thakur, on the other hand, was a young devotee of the Lord, he was similarly allured by the incarnation of Maya Devi. But Haridas Thakur easily passed that test because of his unalloyed devotion to Lord Sri Krishna. As illustrated by Sri Yamunacharya in his verses, a sincere devotee of the Lord shuns all material sense enjoyment due to his higher taste for the spiritual enjoyment in the association of Sri Lord Sri Krishna. That is the secret of success. One who is not therefore in Krishna consciousness, however powerful he may be in controlling the senses by artificial repression, is surely going to fail ultimately. For the slightest thought of the sense pleasure will agitate him to gratify his senses. So in the similar way, Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī has given us the direction. prāpañcikatayā buddhyā hari sambandhi vastunaha mumukshibhihi parityago vairagyam phalgu kathyate. So vairagyam phalgu uchyate. What is this phalgu vairagya? Phalgu means which is not true. It is false renunciation. So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.258 explain this shloka. By development of Krishna consciousness, one can know that everything has its use in the service of the Lord. Those who are without knowledge of Krishna consciousness artificially try to avoid material objects. And as a result, although they desire liberation from material bondage, they do not attain to the perfect stage of renunciation. Their so-called renunciation is called phalgu, or less important. On the other hand, a person in Krishna consciousness knows how to use everything in the service of the Lord. Therefore, he does not become victim of material consciousness. For example, for an impersonalist, the Lord or the Absolute, being impersonal, cannot eat. Whereas this impersonalist tries to avoid good eatables. But on the other hand, a devotee knows that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer and he eats all that is offered to him in devotion, So, after offering good eatables to the Lord, the devotee takes the remnants called as prasadam. Thus, everything becomes spiritualized and there is no danger of a fall down or a downfall. The devotee takes prasadam in Krishna consciousness, whereas the non-devotee rejects it as material. The impersonalist therefore cannot enjoy life due to his artificial renunciation, and for this reason a slight agitation of the mind pulls him down again into the pool of material existence. It is said that such a soul, even though rising to the point of liberation, falls down again due to his not having support in devotional service. So this process of fall down is very elaborately explained by Śrīla Prabhupada, and we should follow Śrīla Prabhupada's instruction and even his example also. He set up his own example. Hare Krishna.